Arab race, the £9,000 winner, Al Nahyan International, 2.5 miles. It's the longest international Arab race in the world, and there are 10 top-class horses in the parade. They're headed by one of the British challengers, number 1, Atlantic. Atlantic is the mount of his trainer, Wendy Parkin. This one is one of 5 horses in this race bred in the Soviet Union. This one runs in the colours of Mrs. Penny Rankin. The colours are royal blue with green stars and a green and blue cap. And Atlantic has won once so far this term. That's over 2.5 miles this trip at Huntingdon. In fact, the runners here have won 9 races so far in Great Britain this term. Number 2 is the German runner Orfer. Orfer, ridden by I. Hursman, in the silver jacket with the red sleeves and a red cap. Orfer, one of the 2 mares in the field, the other one being Vanessa de Carrere. Number 3 in the royal blue with the gold chevron and gold cap is Crystal Masjid and Alison Brooms. Again a 2.5 mile winner, this time at Aintree. And then the first colours of trainer, owner Guy Delorva, carried by Vanessa de Carrere. The purple with the green chevron, green cap, the mount of Geoffroy de la Sayette. Vanessa de Carrere for France, who won this year's Dubai International. About to be joined by stable companion Rubis de Carrere. Rubis de Carrere in the distinguishing white sash. And they're not going to be all that easy to pick out in the race, but it's Rubis de Carrere who wears the white sash, and that one is also a chestnut, whereas Vanessa de Carrere is a bay. Over on the far side, just going down on the far rail in the red jacket with a black stripe, black cap, is the only blinkered runner, or rather the only visored runner in the race. That's Drug. Drug, the mount of Ronald van der Kratz, and Drug won the first leg of the European Arabian Triple Crown. That's the Coupe de Europe at Ivry, over 1 mile, 2.5 furlongs on the 17th of July. Going down after this one in the black and white checks, number 5, Plamini, the mount of Sarah Kellaway. Plamini has won already 3 times already this term, and won the Tariff Stakes over 1 mile at this corresponding meeting last year. Different colours now for Plamini than in the past. He's been recently sold to Sheikh Hazza bin Zayed Al Nahyan, one of the sponsors of this meeting. Those colours now are black and white checks. Just taking some of the others as they've gone down, they broke very early out of the parade. Number 8 was Balaton's Gem and Steve Berry, the oldest horse in the race at 11 and the only gelding. Balaton's Gem, who's won twice this term, over 2 miles at Sutherland, 2.5 miles at Toaster. And Balaton's Gem in black with red diamonds, red sleeves and a red cap. The horse in eye shields, number 9, Discantony and Cox, the second runner from the Sarah Kellaway yard, in the purple with the white sleeves and the purple and white quartered cap. And number 10 was Netman, the second, or rather the third runner from the Kellaway yard. This one in the royal blue silks with a green shamrock on the jacket, blue sleeves and a blue cap. This one the mount of Sally Bryan. So those are the 10 runners. They're on the way to post for the Al Nahyan International. 5 Russian breds, the winners of 9 races so far this term in this country. And we have the first 3 from last year's race reopposing here this afternoon. Last year this race won by Rubis de Carrere, won a 7-4 chance. He won by 3 lengths from Discant, who was the 11-10 favourite, who in turn was 5 lengths ahead of Balaton's Gem. At the moment you're sending off as the even money favourite this year, number 6 Rubis de Carrere, who's already won 4 international races in this country. That's a record in itself, and who's in tremendous form, having won the latest European international race at Crayon, and that was over 1 mile and 3 furlongs earlier this month. So there are 10 runners on the way to the starting point. The start here is just before the intersection of the course, so they've got about a circuit and a half to race here, 2.5 miles the trip. They are Nayan International, and it has a post time of 3:15. Well, with the runners now walking around at the start. Orfer, the German runner, is the one who looks as though he's going to be led into the tape. And Drug, who's played up considerably on some of his starts in Europe. In fact, he's been very calm indeed so far. He's lining up just behind the others, but he's been as good a gold so far as they walk forward. And they're off for the Al Nahyan International as they go through the early stages. It's the horse in the Eye Shields Discount who goes on. Balaton's Gem is also prominent in the early stages. And now it is Balaton's Gem, the old man of the party, who goes on from Discount in second. Third then is Rubis de Carrere from Crystal Masjid, and then comes Netman. Plumley on the inside of Orfer, then comes Vanessa de Carrere, and Drug is just the back marker. And as might be expected, it's quite a sensible pace that's been set by Discount on the inside of Balaton's Gem. Then comes Rubis de Carrere back in third. Crystal Masjid is 4. 5 is Netman. 6 Orpheus, then comes Plamini and Vanessa de Carrere. And just the back marker at the moment is Drug as they begin to make the turn into the home straight for the first time. The big white Eye Shields of Discount lead by a length. From Balaton's Gem on the inside in second place. Rubis de Carrere getting a good pitch on the inside in third. Then comes the gold cap of Crystal Masjid. This one being trapped by Netman on the inside. On the outside is Orfer. Atlantic racing a little bit wide of the fence. The horse with the white face. Drug is still last, but settled nicely under Ronald van der Kratz as they pass the 2 pole. If anything, the pace has now slowed, with the red and black on the far side, Balaton's Gem, the purple white Eye Shields of Discount, the green cap is Rubis de Carrere, then comes the gold breast girth, gold cap of Crystal Masjid. Over on the far side is Netman, then comes the checks of Plamini, Orfer, Vanessa de Carrere. Now Drug has passed 1, and that is Atlantic. They're coming past enclosures then with another complete circuit to go in the Al Nahyan International. A mile and 3/4 at this point to race. As they do so, it's still Discount who leads by a length from Balaton's Gem and Rubis de Carrere. Then a length and a half back to Crystal Masjid and Netman. Plamini going plenty easy enough. This one being tracked on the inside by Vanessa de Carrere. Drug is switched wide. Then comes Orfer for Germany, and still last is Atlantic. Making the turn now out onto the side of the course. They're racing towards the final mile and a half point, and it's still Balaton's Gem and Discount. These two have cut out the running so far. From Rubis de Carrere going very easily back in third. This one being trapped by stairwell companion Vanessa de Carrere. Natman's getting close up on the outside, so too is Crystal Masjid. Plamini's getting ever closer, so too is Drug, and the two now who are dropping off this leading group are Orfer and Atlantic. They're racing towards the halfway point now in the Al Nahyan, and there's no change up front, with Discount by a half from Balaton's Gem the inner. Then comes Rubis de Carrere and Netman getting closer. Crystal Masjid has run wide of the fence throughout, being trapped by Vanessa de Carrere and Drug, who's getting ever closer over on the far side, and now Ronald van der Kratz begins to make his move wide, but the pace still is quite a sedate one as they make the turn. They've got about a mile and a quarter to race, and the field are beginning to bunch, with Discount still the leader from, in second place, Crystal Masjid. Then comes Rubis de Carrere back in third. Plamini getting closer, 4. Drug is 5. 6 after these comes Balaton's Gem, and Vanessa de Carrere latched onto the back of that leading group. They're beginning to make the turn now towards the final mile, and Netman becomes a new leader. It's now Netman who goes on by a half. From in second place, following through is Rubis de Carrere. Drug going easy, spot the red jacket back in third place. This one being trapped by Plamini. Then comes Vanessa de Carrere, 4. Now coming under strong pressure is Discount, so too is Crystal Masjid. Balaton's Gem can offer no more. Forget Atlantic, that one's tailed off, so too is Orfer. They're racing past the point of departure. They're just 7 furlongs from home, and Drug becomes a new leader now for Holland. From Netman in second, the pace has quickened quite dramatically in the last quarter of a mile. Drug by a length and a half from Rubis de Carrere. Then comes Netman and Plamini going easily. Vanessa de Carrere latched onto that leading group, then quite a gap back to the rest as they race inside the final 6 furlongs in the Al Nahyan, and it looks as though the winner will come from the first 5. And those are Drug, who leads by a length and a half from Plamini in second. Flat to the boards in third now is Rubis de Carrere. Over on the far side of this one comes Netman. Then after these comes Vanessa de Carrere. Vanessa de Carrere now is back in 4th place. Then Netman just going to lose a bit of ground now, back in 5th, and leading the rest is Balaton's Gem, but he's got 25 lengths to make up on the pace as they go past the half-mile pole, and Drug has pulled a lead of 3 over us in second place, Rubis de Carrere. Then comes Vanessa de Carrere and Plamini, and these 4 are still very close indeed as they make the turn back towards home. There's just 3 horses left in this war of attrition, and it's Holland with 1 in the pack, France with 2, and Britain with 1, and Plumley's the first to crack under Sarah Kellaway. And now as they enter the final 2.5, over on the far side it's Drug. This one leads now by a length from, in second place, Vanessa de Carrere. Rubis de Carrere is switched over to the near side, then comes Plumley 1 pace inside the final quarter mile, and it's Drug over on the far side, and in the red on the near side is on the near side Rubis de Carrere, then comes Vanessa de Carrere. Plumley staying on for a place at best, but racing down towards the final furlong. They're desperately tired horses. Rubis de Carrere on the near side, Drug on the far side, then comes Vanessa de Carrere, but racing up towards the line, it's just Drug leading from, in second place, Rubis de Carrere, then comes Vanessa de Carrere in third, but inside the final 150 yards, Drug is staying on best, and up towards the line, Drug will win the 1991 Al Nahyan International. Drug for Holland. From, in second place is Rubis de Carrere, Vanessa de Carrere is third, and Plumley 4 with Netman 5.